Hello, welcome to this week's harmonica lesson where I'm going to show you how to play the Paul Butterfield classic Baby Please Don't Go. So this has been done by lots of people and they all do it slightly differently, and I think that Butterfield's version is quite special because it's very different. So for this lesson you're going to need a harmonica in the key of A. We're playing in second position in the key of E, and before I show you how to play it, let's listen to what it sounds like. Okay, let's get started with the lesson. So I'm going to go quite quickly through this because you have the tabs on screen below me, and you can download the tabs and stuff at the end. So let's have a look at that first lick. So that first lick that sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so already that lick starts on beat 2. Leading into the beginning of the chord sequence. So you count 1, okay, and that's starting on a 3-draw half step bend, and we're going to do a little bit of wah with it. So we're going to do 3-draw half step bend with wah, 2-draw, 3-draw half step bend with wah, and then 2-draw, 2-draw, and you're going to hold that 2-draw with a little bit of wah on it. So it'll be like this. So it's quite a kind of cheesy wah. It's not your kind of big, deep, sort of Big Walter Horton. It's a little bit more kind of cowboy wah, but it sounds really effective in this situation. So let's try that together. So I'm going to count a full bar's worth, and then you're going to come in on beat 2 of the second bar. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. And then the next phrase is very similar. It's just a kind of call and response to that, and it's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so exactly the same as the first phrase: 3-draw half step bend, 2-draw, 3-draw half step bend, 2-draw, and then you're ending on a 2-draw whole step bend. Okay, so let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and you're holding that 2-draw whole step bend for 3 beats, right? So that's your second lick. And then we repeat the first lick again. It's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so we've added a little extra bit, which is this. Okay, so beginning of it, exactly the same as lick 1, and then the tail end, 2-draw whole step bend, 1-draw, 2-draw whole step bend, and then we have a nice little triplet: 1-draw half step bend, 1 blow. So I'm just going to play that second half because we've already got the first half nailed. So that starts on beat 2 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so let's try putting those 2 bits together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and then let's have a look at the kind of turnaroundy bit. So this is the only part of the tune that plays over a different chord. So for the rest of the tune we're playing over the 1 chord, so we're playing over an E chord, and then at the end here, just at the turnaround, we're going to play over an A chord. So that's the 4 chord, and that's going to sound like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so starting on a 2-draw whole step bend, once again starting on beat 2, 2-draw whole step bend, 2-draw, then 3-draw half step bend, and then a nice little triplet: 2-draw, down to the full step bend, and then back up to the 2-draw. So let's just try that bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so you might need to spend a little bit of time practicing that that quick triplet on the 2 draw down to the bend and release. So getting okay, and getting it nice and smooth and trying not to articulate it too much. So you don't want to be doing, you want to kind of slur it more, make it sound nice and tasty. And then we just have a tiny little bit at the end, a little 3/6 blow octave that starts on beat 2 and it kind of swells in. So Paul kind of swells it, starts quietly and builds up the volume. So that's just going to be 1. Just for 3 beats. Okay, so let's try putting those 2 bits together, the turnaround and that little kind of swell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so this is a very acoustic harmonica piece. So you should really listen to the Paul Butterfield version so you can get a feel for what it sounds like, and it's very different to playing kind of amplified harmonica. And I suggest that you learn each of those licks by themselves, then try putting them all together and try playing along with the original, because it's not very fast and it'll really help you to kind of nail the timing. And now you can do something for me. Before I tell you where you can get the tabs, you can hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I put out a new harmonica lesson every single Wednesday and I wouldn't want you to miss that. Now, to get those tabs and to get the audio clips and to get the backing track that I was using, you're going to click on the link in the description below. And the best thing is that it is all absolutely free. So do that, and that's great. Thank you very much for watching this lesson. Okay, so one last thing before we go away. This last weekend was the first Edinburgh Harmonica workshop, and I had Christelle Berton, Adam Gasso, Liam Ward, and myself. We were all together teaching in my hometown of Edinburgh, and it was an absolutely amazing experience. And if you came down to that, thank you so much for taking time out of your kind of working life or whatever you do to come all the way to Edinburgh to take part in that, because without you we wouldn't have been able to do it, and it was absolutely amazing. And if you weren't there, I'm going to be posting some videos of it so you can see what kind of things we did, and hopefully we might see you next year. So thank you very much. Take care.